Eala set for WTA rankings milestone after reaching semifinals in Auckland. Eala claimed her first win over Magda Linette at the quarterfinals of the ASB Classic, and with it she unlocked a new high in the WTA rankings. Rising star Eala had difficulties against the Polish veterans in the past as she lost both their previous meetings in straight sets, but she broke her duck in style at the WTA 250 event as she secured a 6-3, 6-2 victory on the hard courts of Auckland. The 20-year-old, though, must have thought here we go again when Linette broke in the opening game of the match, but she hit back in the very next game and then broke for a second time in Game 6 before serving out the set. The Filipino then raced into 4-0 lead in the second set with back-to-back breaks before the fifth seed managed to get one break back. However, she broke for a third time in Game 7 and then served the match out to love. Obviously Magda, being such an experienced player, I've had difficulties playing against her before, so I'm happy that I'm seeing my level increase and improve, Eala said after the win. The fourth seed added, I did my best. I do what I can, and if I see an opening, I think it's important that I go for it. Today was difficult. WTA rankings breakthrough. Just over a year ago, Eala was at number 136 in the rankings, but she started the ASB Classic at number 53, following an incredible 2025 campaign that saw her reach her first final at the Eastbourne International before losing against Maya Joint, while she also reached the semifinal of the WTA 1000 Miami Open. Her latest win has seen her rise 5 places in the live rankings to a new career high of number 48. And there's an even bigger reward up for grabs if she wins her semifinal, but she will need to get past China's Wang Xinyu. The 7th-seeded Wang, who sits at number 57 in the WTA rankings, booked her place in the last 4 when Great Britain's Fran Jones retired. The 24-year-old was leading 6-4, 4-3 when the Brit retired. Victory over Wang, who has peaked at number 32 in the rankings, could see Eala jump to as high as number 43 in the rankings, while a win for the Chinese star will see her pass the Filipino. At just 20 years old, Eala is shaping up to become one of the most compelling figures in women's tennis, a young star defying expectations, rewriting history, and steadily climbing toward a career-high Women's Tennis Association (WTA) ranking after an electrifying run to the semifinals of the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand. A breakthrough moment in Auckland. The 2026 tennis season is barely 2 weeks old, yet Eala has already made headlines. At the ASB Classic, a WTA 250 tournament that often serves as a springboard for players preparing for the Australian Open, the Filipina commanded attention with a series of gritty performances against seasoned veterans. In the quarterfinals, she faced Poland's Magda Linette, a respected tour player with a wealth of experience and a history of getting the better of Eala in past meetings. But this time, the narrative was different. Eala surged through a confident and controlled victory, 6-3, 6-2. Marking her first competitive triumph over Linette and illustrating just how far her game has evolved. This one wasn't just about progression to the semis, it was an assertion of belief. It signaled that Eala isn't just capable of beating top 100 players, she is ready to compete for titles and push into the upper echelons of the women's game, chasing a new career high and ranking milestone. With her run to the Auckland semifinals, Eala didn't just enjoy the thrill of victory. She pulled off a significant jump up the WTA rankings. According to updated live rankings, she reached world number 48, a career best, and inside the top 50 for the first time, underscoring her rapid rise on tour. Rankings in professional tennis are a blend of consistency and peak performance. To reach the top 50, especially at such a young age, a player needs to demonstrate deep runs at WTA events, as well as victories over higher-ranked opponents. Eala's performance in Auckland, coming right after her strong 2025 season, shows she's accumulating both. Earlier in her career, Eala made history with a breakthrough run at the 2025 Miami Open, where she stunned several top players and soared into the top 100, the first Filipina ever to do so. Now, by cracking the top 50, she is poised to not just participate, but to contend. The journey, from junior prodigy to WTA contender. To appreciate the weight of this moment, it helps to reflect on the journey that brought Eala here. Born on May 23, 2005, in the Philippines, Alex has long been tagged a prodigy. But potential and actual results are different things, and transforming promise into achievement often takes resilience, opportunity, and belief. Her path took a defining turn when she trained at the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain, an experience that sharpened her technique, strategic thinking, and mental fortitude. From there, she transitioned into the professional circuit, navigating the tough grind of ITF events before breaking through into the WTA tour scene. A watershed moment was her performance at the 2025 Miami Open, where Eala became the first Filipino player to reach the semifinals of a WTA 1000 event, one level below Grand Slams in prestige and points. On that remarkable run, she defeated former Grand Slam champions and top-ranked opponents before bowing out, yet the result exploded her ranking from outside the top 100 into prominence. She followed this with other strong campaigns, including her first WTA final at the Eastbourne International and impressive wins in smaller categories, all adding points, confidence, and recognition. Understanding the milestone, why the ranking matters. The WTA rankings are far more than just a number next to a player's name. They influence tournament seedings, main draw acceptance into elite events, player confidence and sponsorship opportunities, media visibility and global recognition. Entering the top 50 transforms a player's career. It signals that they are not just talented, but consistently competitive at the highest levels. For Eala, this ranking shift carries a powerful message. She is no longer an underdog. Instead, she's a seeded contender, someone the tour will watch closely, and someone her peers must reckon with. Beyond the numbers, what this means for Asian tennis. Eala's rise resonates beyond the personal. Tennis has historically seen few elite players from Southeast Asia, and even fewer breaking into the top 50 of the WTA rankings. Her ascent is not just a triumph for her homeland, the Philippines, but also for Asian tennis more broadly, echoing the breakthroughs of other stars from the region and inspiring a new generation. Young athletes watching her matches may see a path they once thought unreachable. National federations may invest more in training programs. Fans may follow the sport with greater emotional investment and pride. This ripple effect is part of what makes Eala's milestone so compelling. It's not just about one player climbing the ladder. It's about opening doors. The road ahead, Auckland and beyond. In Auckland, Eala's semifinal opponent is Wang Xinyu of China, another rising star and an intriguing,